Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Boldly You, the podcast where we are all about stepping into our full potential, shedding those limiting beliefs, and embracing the boldness within. I'm your host, Adelaide, your confidence building coach, founder of Renewed Resilience, and the author of Regain Your Confidence Journal. Whether you're tuning in during your commute, while you're getting ready for your day, or while you're just relaxing, I am so glad you're here with me today. And today we are diving into something that might make some of us a little uncomfortable. But trust me, it's life-changing. We are talking about the power of vulnerability. Now before you roll your eyes or think, oh no, not another deep conversation about feelings, I want you to stick with me. This is not about being weak or oversharing your life on social media. This is about how being open and honest about your struggles can actually make you stronger, help you connect with others, and build a life where you feel accepted just as you are. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you felt like you had to act like you had it all together? Maybe at work, with friends, or even your own family. If you're nodding your head right now, you are not alone. We've all been there. But here's the thing, pretending to be perfect can be exhausting. And not only that, it actually keeps us from building deep, meaningful relationships. What is vulnerability really? Vulnerability is not a weakness. It's not about being emotional all the time. It's about being real. It is saying, hey, I don't have all the answers, and that's okay. It's allowing yourself to be seen, even when it's uncomfortable. Dr. Brené Brown, who is basically the queen of vulnerability research, says, vulnerability is the birthplace of love, belonging, joy, courage, empathy, and creativity. Think about that for a second. If we want deep relationships, if we want to be truly happy, we have to be willing to be seen. Your flaws, your fears, your joys, and all. Now, if vulnerability is so powerful, why do we avoid it? Well, here are a few reasons. Reason number one, it is fear of judgment. We worry a lot about what people will think about us, that people will think less of us if we show our struggles. Number two, fear of rejection. What if I open up and people walk away? Number three, fear of losing control. Being vulnerable means letting go of the perfect image we try so hard to maintain. I get it. I've been there too. But let me tell you a little secret. People are actually drawn to authenticity. When we are real, we give others permission to be real too. You know what's funny? We admire vulnerability in others, but we fear it in ourselves. I want you to think about it for a second. When someone shares their struggles with you openly, we don't see them as weak. We see them as being brave. Think about some of the most inspiring people in the world. People like Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan. Even your own close friends. What makes their stories so powerful? It's the struggles they've overcome. If they'd never shared those struggles, we would never connect with them so deeply. Let me make this a bit personal for a second. Think of a time when someone was vulnerable with you. Maybe a friend admitted they were struggling, or a family member opened up about something so painful. Did you judge them? Or did you actually feel so close to them? So how do we start embracing vulnerability? How do we get better at this? Here are a few practical steps. Number 1, start small. You don't have to share your deepest fears with everyone. Start by being honest with the little things, like saying, "Hey, I'm actually struggling with this," instead of pretending you've got it all figured out. Number 2, find safe people. Find your safe people. Not everyone deserves access to your vulnerability. Find those people in your life who truly listen, support, and love you unconditionally. Number 3, reframe it as a strength. Instead of seeing vulnerability as a risk, start seeing it as courage. Because it is actually courage. Number 4, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. It's okay not to be perfect. In fact, it's being human. Number 5, remember connection comes with authenticity. The more real you are, the deeper your relationships will be. So, my challenge for you today is to take one step toward being more vulnerable. Maybe it's admitting you need help. Maybe it's opening up to a close friend. Or maybe it's just being kinder to yourself when you feel like you are falling short. Because at the end of the day, being real is what makes us human. And when we embrace our vulnerabilities, we don't just find strength, we find connection, self-acceptance, and a life that actually feels fulfilling. I'd love to hear from you today. Have you ever had a moment where being vulnerable actually brought you closer to someone? Share your thoughts with me in the comments section, and let's keep this conversation going. Until next time, stay real, stay brave, and remember, you are bold, you are capable, and you are enough. Thank you for tuning in to Boldly You. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to subscribe, share it with a friend, and leave a review. It helps. See you next time.